cut me off.
You can't do this, though.
Yeah. Of course you can.
What's so funny? What's so funny?
Nothing. I don't know. I never said anything. Yo. It's time to start dancing.
Tupac, and he was, hey, you know, and Bush, you know, a real mother will be sitting down and set his ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hanging out the just want to be seen and shit. That first shot, he hit big boy in the head. I thought he was dead. Like, damn, he's dead.
Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Keefe D has made fresh claims about what allegedly happened at Diddy's private parties involving Tupac. The story is getting even more serious as Keefe D continues speaking about the night Tupac was killed. He was reportedly in the Cadillac that night and is now sharing what he says he knows. His ongoing murder trial has brought new attention to these long-standing allegations and the events surrounding Tupac's final days.
I got it.
No? Okay. Mr. Davis, my understanding is that Mr. Stamp has made you aware that you have the right to have the jury sentence you if they come back on a first-degree murder verdict, and you have decided to waive that right. Is that correct?
That's not.
Okay. So what that means is when I am talking to the jurors, I'm not going to tell them what the potential penalties are for first-degree murder. Additionally, I'm not going to ask them if they can abide by those penalties and come up with a sentencing agreement or sentencing decision. And then at the end of the day, if that is the verdict, it would be me sentencing you on that as well as the enhancement. Is that your understanding of everything that would happen given this waiver?
Enhancement.
Yeah. So in general, the defense would have, the jury would be able to sentence you on the first-degree murder portion.
This goes beyond a simple rumor. For years, people have talked about secretive spaces and the influence surrounding them. Diddy's private gatherings appeared glamorous from the outside, but some insiders have described a very different atmosphere behind closed doors.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so. Yeah, that's what's up. That's
Once everyone entered, the doors were reportedly locked and phones were taken away. The private atmosphere was completely different from the public image. Claims now linked to Keefe D's testimony suggest Tupac entered that world during the mid-1990s, surrounded by late-night gatherings and pressure that some people have described.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
According to the claims, Pac eventually refused. His strong independent nature made him resist control, and that decision became a major point of discussion among people who followed the story.
I mean, the way this country is successful is if we have one set of rules and everybody follows it. If anybody gets outside of that set of rules and they're in a public view like I am, you know, it's like detrimental to everybody following the rules. They can't arrest me on those small things. They got to frame me. They got to do things like this. They got to have, 30 charges and none of them have to do with me. I represent that thug mentality from the street. So they feel like if they can punish me, then it'll punish people who are not as brave as I am, who don't speak out against things like me. I'm angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't know. Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here.
Why do you got an attitude? What's wrong? What's the matter? And it's like, I mean, if somebody put their foot on your neck for so many years, for me it's been 20 years. I can't take the 400-year struggle. I can identify, but I can only take up 20 years. That's how long I've been here struggling, 20 years. And if somebody put their foot on your neck for 20 years, when you finally do get from under that foot, because now they're like, well, we gave you some money. I mean, you did a movie. When you calm down, I still got the scars, you know. I mean, I still feel that when I go to sleep, I still feel them cops on me. You know what I'm saying? The cops that beat me, I still feel that. You know what I'm saying? If I hear helicopters and sirens, I still panic. You know, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Then there is Sly Dickler's account, which makes the story even more disturbing. He claims he was paid to father children with 3 famous women during Diddy's gatherings, and says he has DNA evidence. The names mentioned were Beyonce, Young Miami, and Daphne Joy. These allegations have sparked questions about what may have happened behind closed doors, and whether certain relationships were being used to create lasting connections or influence.
Right, because if you could do 2 rounds and you bust each time, then you get paid more.
It was about the cum shots. Like, it was definitely about the cum shots. One time it was like, I give you 2 bands more if you do another cum shot. So it's definitely about the cum shot.
Okay. And these sessions would last like 12 hours?
Yeah, minimum.
Minimum?
Yeah.
What was the longest you went?
I mean, it usually go from night to morning to the afternoon. I mean, I say like 16 hours. It's just like a night to day thing, night to day. So, yeah.
Okay, well, most human beings can't have a session like that for 16 hours.
I have the $1 million question right now. You ready for it? The $1 million question is, so do y'all officially go together real bad? I'm asking. I want to know.
She gonna answer that.
You not answering that?
No. I don't know what you're asking exactly. We definitely go together real bad.
Then that's what it is. Then that's what it is.
She's my date for the night.
It's just a good date night.
It's like a date night. Date night.
We don't put titles on it. Everybody wants us to put a title on. We don't put titles on it. This is like my best friend in the world. One of the most beautiful people God has blessed me to meet.
Absolutely.
And I'm blessed that she's my date tonight.
Absolutely.
Can I get like a little napkin for my forehead? Damn, I'm sweating.
And maybe y'all onto something. No titles might be it.
Yeah, no
for
titles,
sure. No titles might be it. That might be it.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know them.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm
what's the
asking for the people.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Baby, let me tell y'all something. On which yacht? This don't go to sleep. I'll be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be being out no chance. This don't go to sleep. Like I be like, nigga, go to sleep. You gotta be energized, you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving no sleep.
That is the kind of world these gatherings are alleged to have involved. Some claims suggest the events were carefully documented, with recordings later used as a way to pressure or control people. There are also allegations that pregnancies were part of this strategy. The story became even more controversial when the game reportedly described entering an after-party and seeing Beyonce there. He said the atmosphere felt strange and suggested he was being approached for something beyond normal business. After refusing, he claimed his career began losing momentum, with fewer opportunities and closed doors. Gene Deal has also spoken publicly about similar concerns.
They did a crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? And, Diddy had put everybody else out the crib. Like the influx of people, he had put them out, but he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me. Right. So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and maybe about 15 others. You know, right. Jay-Z and Beyonce being, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in. Right.
Now, with a lot of that, you correct, except for like with the freestyles, I never stopped that. Like that was really the only thing I could do off the rip. That was my way to boom, keep doing what I'm doing. But when it comes to like festivals and like that shit is controlled. You know what I mean? Like somebody press the button. You know what I'm saying? Somebody press the button. You get what I'm saying? And I gotta navigate my way through that. However I navigate my way through that, that ain't something I can just,
Bro,
those people who was caught at Diddy's party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house.
The same secretive world that people have linked to paid arrangements is now being connected to Tupac through Keefe D's claims. Then there is the story surrounding Pimp C. Reports and rumors have suggested he may have obtained a private recording that could have exposed powerful people. However, those claims remain unproven. Pimp C's official cause of death involved complications related to lean and sleep apnea. Some people close to him have questioned the circumstances, while others, including Jaguar Wright, have suggested something more serious happened. When these stories are placed together, they create a troubling picture, but none of these allegations have been established as fact.
Who was in this Pimp C tape?
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it, but if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Hey, whoever it was, they would have to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured out. A lot of people figured out because, you know, people that was in Houston at the time, they know who was a little loose, you know, as a Montana goose. You know what I mean? So, you know, they also know who was having money at the time. So it's not really hard to figure out.
Like, tell me something. Like, you know what I mean? And the most I could get was, I never got if the door was locked and I just had to break it down. Because if the door wasn't locked, that means somebody left out.
Right.
If the door was locked, that means he felt good, he locked it, he was in there.
Right.
It's a whole different level of what happened. A lot of shit goes out the window if I just know that part.
Right.
But then it's like I heard some shit about he had his clothes on or something. I don't know. Like I don't really know if all this is true, but I just heard parts like I'm like, what happened to my guy?
Right.
And then they come out with the official. It was a mixture of some stuff, the prescription and something else or something that I don't really know. But with me, I never really heard something that would give that closure for me. I never really heard anything.
These stories keep pointing toward powerful entertainment circles that, according to allegations, involve private gatherings, complicated relationships, and claims of blackmail. Some people have spoken about young individuals being introduced to these environments. The baby has also described feeling pressure after witnessing things he did not want to be part of. Pimp C's story is often brought up in similar discussions, although many claims remain unproven. Keefe D's testimony has now brought the conversation back to Tupac. Some allegations suggest there was a deeper tension between Tupac and Diddy, but those claims have never been firmly established.
Nothing, I don't know. I never said anything. It's time to start dancing.
The last widely discussed public meeting between Tupac and Diddy was at Diddy's birthday celebration. Some people claim that something happened that night and changed their relationship. Others believe Tupac may have decided to distance himself soon afterward. Within weeks, he was shot, adding more fuel to years of speculation. Keefe D's alleged account has been discussed as suggesting the shooting involved a personal conflict, rather than only the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Diddy's tattoo featuring Tupac's image near his heart has also sparked questions, with fans still wondering what it truly represented.
Multiple times to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Does that skeleton look familiar to anybody? Like, if you could take a wild guess, is there any specific person with a bandana that might come to mind? And so because that black and white picture was a little fuzzy, I went down a rabbit hole because I'm like, no, I need to see this tattoo as clear as I possibly can. Am I tripping? Is that not a skeleton with a bandana wrapped around his head? Tattooed on the heart side of his chesticles? Like, when they say that reality is stranger than fiction, I just don't even want to go down any more rabbit holes regarding this man or anybody in Hollywood for that matter. These folks crazy.
Tupac was outspoken, emotional, fearless, and never easy to control. He challenged people in public, spoke his mind, and often exposed conflicts that others preferred to keep hidden. As the music business grew into a massive industry, some believe his refusal to stay quiet made him a threat to powerful interests. Now, Keefe D is facing a jury, and his past statements are being closely examined. Claims about personal disagreements, rejection, and an alleged paid hit have brought fresh attention to Tupac's death. Online discussions have only added more questions, with fans wondering what may have happened behind closed doors. Some people have also connected these theories to the separate stories involving Pimp C and Sly Diggler, although those claims remain unproven. If even part of these allegations were ever confirmed, it could change how people view the events surrounding Tupac's final days. For now, the case continues to draw attention, and people are waiting to hear what comes out in court. What do you think really happened? Share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more celebrity stories and updates.